Okay, myself and my running mate, the candidate for the vice presidential candidate for the Socialist Workers Party, Allison Kennedy, are two workers. These guys they're two. We're workers. You know, I've worked in the meatpacking plants in the Midwest. Allison is a garment worker and a coal miner. We both have very long, extensive experience, and as members of the trade unions, as like in this country, and in taking part in different social struggles around around the country, and like in the movement in defense of the Cuban Revolution. And on the fight for legalization of undocumented immigrants, against police brutality. We have both been in defense of a woman's right to choose abortion. You know, Allison and I have been very active on that. I joined the Socialist Workers Party, the socialist movement, in 1992 when I was young and living in Los Angeles.
How old are you now?
39. 39. I'm 39 years old. I joined in 1992. As when I was active on the mobilizations in defense of immigrant workers there and against the war in Iraq. I worked in the meatpacking plants in the Midwest, where I had a chance to participate in a groundbreaking struggle to organize a union at a meatpacking plant in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota, where workers, forced by the conditions that the bosses imposed on the workers there, went out on a 7.5-hour strike, a sit-down strike. It's like in the best tradition of sit-down strikes in this country, confronting the threats by the bosses to call the cops, to call the immigration police. We carry out this sit-down strike, and from there, a fight to organize a union began. That fight was characterized by the workers taking ownership of their own struggle. It was not somebody doing it for us. We were doing it ourselves. And we were able to not only use that struggle to extend solidarity to other workers in struggle, but also to reach out for solidarity, to our struggle. In 2002, the U.S. government and the immigration police arrested me when I was coming back from an international conference in Havana, Cuba, and in Mexico, and they initiated an attempt to try to deport me out of the country. With the help of my party, the Socialist Workers Party, we began a very wide campaign in defense of my right to live and work in this country that drew the support of the unions, churches, community organizations in defense of the freedom of press and of expression joined in this struggle, and the government backed off on their efforts to deport me. Through that campaign, we were not only able to win my right to stay in this country, but we offer an example to others who are also fighting for that same right, that if you fight, you can win. And if you fight well, you can win more struggles. So we've been sharing all of these experiences today. Now we've been through the election campaign. We've been sharing all of those experiences, my own and Allison's, with other workers who are trying to do the same.
What do you think about this discussion in the media these days about those who are elites and those who are not elites, and Sarah Palin and small country America and all this stuff we have been discussing? Since you're a factory worker coming from a simple background, and what do you think about all this discussion?
The claims by both the Democrats and the Republicans, that they are going to shake up Washington and that they're going to bring about change in Washington. It's pure empty demagogy. Both Senator Barack Obama and John McCain represent the interest of the big ruling millionaire families that fund their campaigns, that extends their support to their campaigns, and that they ultimately are going to have to respond to. Both Senator John McCain and Barack Obama are millionaires. They could speak all they want about pretending to present themselves as understanding the interest of working people. Allison and I don't have to pretend. We're workers. We know what the conditions that working people are facing are like. Now, in the campaign, in the last few days, there's been a lot of discussion about comments made in relation to the campaign to Sarah Palin, the comment about the lipstick on a pig,
Yeah.
which I only think are more of a reflection of the anti-working class, anti-woman character of the attacks that have been carried out against Sarah Palin by liberal Democrats and others in the leadership of the Democratic Party. You know, it's like who are incapable of answering the real questions that Sarah Palin represents, which is her record in attacking the rights of a woman to choose abortion. For example, they attacked her daughter, her 17-year-old pregnant daughter, and they attack her. They say, you know, it's like, how can you be a candidate for vice president and be a family of 5? But they can't bring themselves to say that what they would really like to have her do is have an abortion, because it's what rich people do. You know, they have the access, they have the money to do. You know, it's what they will do. You know, it's like with their daughters. But they can't bring themselves to defend the right for women to have abortion publicly. You know, neither one of Senator Obama or Biden does that. You know, it's like, but these comments only reflect the arrogance of the so-called progressive liberals of the Democratic Party, but in fact are anti-working class, anti-woman, in character.
Thank you very much.